It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Well, I know this little chapel on the boulevard we can go. No one will know. Oh, come on, girl. Who cares if we're trash? Got a pocket full of cash we can blow. Shots of Patrol, and it's on, girl. Don't say no, 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 no. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready.
You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come, let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come, let me love you, come love me again.
Got a smile so bright, you know you could have been a candle. I'm holding you so tight, you know you could have been a handle. The way you swept me off my feet, you know you could have been a boo. And baby, it sounds so sweet. You know you could have been some perfume. Well, you could have been anything that you wanted to. I can tell you. The way you do the things you do. Alright, the way you do the things you do. As pretty as you are, you know you could have been a flower. Your good looks were amazing. You know you could have been an hour. The way you stole my love, you know you could have been a groove. And baby, you're so smart. You know you could have been a school dude. Well, you could have been anything that you wanted to. I can tell you. The way you do the things you do. Alright, the way you do the things you do.
That's it, run through, go through, keep going.
Can you hear me calling out your name? You know that I'm falling and I don't know what to say. I'll speak a little louder, I'll even shout. You know that I'm proud and I can't get the words out. I wanna be with you everywhere. I wanna be with you I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be.
First man, make a speech. Just want to get drinks in, go quick.
Okay then. Right. I'd firstly like to thank the people that have done the catering. That is my mother, Jean and Angela, and all those people that helped get the room ready. Right, now the speech I got in front of me wasn't the one I was going to read. Arden vetted it last night and we've changed it. We've taken out the embarrassing parts. So the speech is dedicated to both of their parents and it's entitled The Life and Times of Arden Carl Amos Marsh. You notice that Arden and Carl and Amos haven't got very many letters in their names. It was to help him with the spelling when he was at school. And they called him Arden, so at least he would be at the top of his class for something. Right, the first chapter is called Saturday Night and Sunday Morning. I always knew when it was Saturday because Arden would come along and say to me, "Can I borrow some money?" And I could never fathom out how someone that got paid on Thursday never had any money on Saturday. But then he explained to me that he had things to buy. He always had things to buy, as Lisa's discovered. The outstanding thing that he hasn't been able to buy is a snap-on tool chest. He's been promised this when he goes to Canada. Then what he would do is he'd get up in the morning and he would give me a list of girls' names who might just phone him. Then I was told that I was to tell them that he wasn't in, The irony of the thing was they never rang.
I'm sure that was
Right, chapter 2, had a bad day. Whenever Arden had a bad day, he put on his stereo and we'd be listening to loud music like Guns N' Roses, entertaining the lower half of Sunnyside Road and our neighbours. I think this must have made him deaf, which came in very useful when it was his turn to buy a round. Chapter 3, the entrepreneur. One day about 3 years ago, I think it was, he runs up the stairs saying, I've got a money-making idea, I says, oh yeah? He says, all I need is £250. So I said, what are we going to do? He said, I'm going to build a bike. So I says, okay, so I gave him the 250 quid. There's no one here that's bought it. Is there? Oh, right. Does it work? Yeah, anyway, pardon? Pushing it ever since. Yeah, so I gave him the money to buy it, and so I thought, well, I'll go and have a look at this bike. And there it was, in bits all over the garage floor, and you'd never recognise it was a bike. Then, yeah, it was a bargain, you got a bargain. Then I moved up to Dorchester because I thought it would be cheaper. And so every now and again we'd have a phone call and I'd be get Can Barry the Barclay card come out to play. Well, he eventually built it and he's obviously sold it to some lucky person. Right, had a very good day. Arden was very fortunate to pass his driving test and his bike test the first time. He did it on the same day. He did one in the morning and one in the afternoon, and I've never been able to live it down since because it took me 3 times to pass my car test. The Black Run is skiing terminology for the most difficult slope that you can come across in skiing. Arden called his apprentice interview at Wimfrith the Black Run because he'd never been so nervous in all his life. And while we were waiting in the interview room, I agreed with him that if he completed his apprenticeship, I'd go skiing with him. I never have. However, he's going to Canada soon, so perhaps I'll get a free holiday. Right, the first time I met Lisa, chapter 6, and she was standing by Arden's bike. And I passed her and I said hello, and she didn't say anything to me. That was either because she was shy, or she didn't like me. Well, I know she's not shy. I realised that she must have been someone special, because Arden let her touch his motorbike, and not many people get to do that. Then he brought her home, and her name is Lisa, and you'll notice it's only got 4 letters in the name, which meant he didn't have much trouble spelling it. When she spoke, I realised that she wasn't British, and I discovered that she was a Canadian. And I thought, oh dearie me, got a few problems here. But she was very friendly, and she was accepted immediately into the family. Now we came to the problem because Lisa eventually had to go back to Canada. We had a few problems there. The biggest one was how was Arden going to keep in touch with her? It meant that he was going to have to write letters and he was going to have to read them. Now, the most Arden had ever written at one time up until now was his birthday present lists and his Christmas present lists. And they only ever had one word on them, and that was, I want a motorbike. Right, now we get to chapter 9, No More Saturday Nights. Because Arden's got letters to read and write. And he's got to do overtime. He's got to work to pay for the tickets to go to Canada. But he still has to buy things. He had to buy a wetsuit to go diving. and he had to buy a fishing rod to go fishing, and I asked him why he was taking 6 packs of Budweiser to go fishing with, and he said it was for the bait, to get the fish fist. Okay, then Arden now has managed to save up his money without spending it, and he goes to Canada, and he meets Lisa's parents for the first time, and they say they like him, but... And Arden then asks Lisa to marry him, and she says yes, and he brings Lisa back, which gets us to where we are today. I'd like to read all the cards that I've got here, but obviously that would be impractical, so I've chosen just 3, and I hope it doesn't offend anyone. I consider myself that they're the 3 most important ones. The first one is to Lisa, and it's from her mum and dad, and it says, "All our love, darling, as you start your new life with Arden, we wish you many happy years together, mum and dad, X0X0X0.
Those are hugs.
That's kiss and hugs. Oh, I beg your pardon. The second one is to Arden, and this is from Norma and Wally again, and Paul and Chris, and it says, "All our very best wishes as you and Lisa begin life together. We really look forward to your return and wish you much happiness. Love, Norma and Wally, Paul and Chris." The last one is from my mother and father and Arden's mum and dad, and it just says, "Arden and Lisa, lots of love from mum and dad." And I got one final message. Barry the Barclay card says goodbye. Right, I'd just like to close now, and I'd like to welcome Lisa as my 4th sister. I've already got 3, and I consider that she's the most polite and caring person that I've met in a long time, and I think she's a credit to her parents. And I hope that they'll both remember today for the rest of their lives. And finally, I haven't got a drink. I'd like to toast the bridesmaids to start off with. That's Anne, which takes about 23 hours to get here, so it's no mean feat. And she's brought her friend John, and I consider they toast the bridesmaids, Angie and Janice. All the luck in the world and a lot of happiness. Arden and Lisa.
Today and making the day what it is, and also I'd like to propose a toast to Lisa's mum and dad for having such a wonderful daughter. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the evening. Now I'd like to hand over to Lisa's dad if he's about somewhere.
We had to leave it in the good hands, as it turned out, to Arden's parents, to Amos and Betty, and they did one heck of a good job in putting this whole thing together, and we really appreciate that, and I know Norma does too. One other thing I'd like to say is, of course, we certainly welcome Arden to our family. He's been over to Canada a couple of times, and I know the first time he arrived, within about 2 hours of him arriving, he was helping me in the garage put up a door opener, and there's work still yet to be done. So I've been keeping a job jar for Arden, and until he can find gainful employment, he's certainly going to have lots to do around the house. So with that, he may decide that he wants to delay his departure just a little bit. But I really do appreciate everyone being here, and it's been a great day for all of us, I'm sure. And I'm not going to keep you here. I mean, I could talk all night about a number of things, and that our poet laureate, Norma, sat up last night between about 10 and midnight. She wrote something that I'd like you to hear. And so I'll ask Norma to come up now, and she's just great with speeches. She'll probably take a lot longer than me. But anyway, I'll ask her to say a few words to you right now.
Glasses.
She's the only one.
Actually, we share glasses. If I forget mine, then I get Wally's, so that's okay.
Of course, she's a lot older too.
And better. Anyway, I like to write sort of what I call silly little poems.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not crying. That's really good. It's a good start. And it's sort of on the same lines as William had written, and Arden and William had written. But I kind of sat down last night and I thought, well, let's do this. So listen carefully. Ode to our daughter. In '89, September or so, we said to Lisa, you should go to see your relatives across the way. I'm sure they'd love to have you stay. So off she went, suitcase in hand, to investigate this other land. Her mum and dad and siblings too were born there. So what could she do? She arrived in England tired and blue. No one said you'll be homesick too. But after Othery off she shot to visit Nan and all our lot. While Norma and Walt were in a whirl, you know they really loved this girl, Frida phoned and said, don't worry, she settled down in quite a hurry. Next thing we hear, her trip's extended. Another month? It isn't ended? We knew she loved her family there. We said, it shows she really cares. But a young man had come into her life. He was the reason for our strife. Love at first sight came quite true. Happened at Wyke, out of the blue. This is the last verse. Don't get worried. The rest you know, it needs no telling. First the engagement, now the wedding. We wish them well, this special pair. We love them both. I'll end it there.
Super dancer, well done, well done. Quite a group.
I gotta get the best of you. I gotta get the best of you, my baby. I gotta get the best of you. I gotta get the best of you, my baby.
You can turn to, honey, don't you know? You can turn to me, and when you need someone that you can hold on, honey, don't you know that you can hold on me?
Right, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yes. Here comes the bride, all dressed in white. Yeah, a few slowies. Poet walk. Dig it. This is a song.
I wanna make you smile whenever you're sad. Carry you around when your arthritis is bad. All I wanna do is grow old with you. I'll get you medicine when your tummy aches. Build you a fire if the furnace breaks. Oh, it could be so nice growing old with you. I'll miss you, kiss you, give you my coat when you are cold. Need you, feed you, even let you hold the remote control. So let me do the dishes in our kitchen sink, put you to bed when you've had too much to drink. Or I could be the man who grows old